Hello, everybody, and happy Monday. It's Bran, that's Dan,
right.
and a little message for you before you dive into this super-sized episode.
Massive
of
episode.
Deck the Hallmark, because here's the thing, Dan, last night, Hallmark Channel said,
Got
hey, remember
nuts.
those Cherry Lane movies that we threw on Hallmark Plus and
That's right.
no one saw them?
What if we aired them all?
Aired them all back to back to back. That's
On the
what they
same
did.
night.
That's exactly right. That's what they did last
Wow.
night. And you may have watched them for the first time. And like, are the guys going to talk about them? Well, we did last year,
That's
but
right.
you maybe didn't hear it then. And so today we're going to release all 3 episodes in one giant supersized episode of Deck the Hallmark. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think you're going to enjoy it. Up first, Dan, is Season's greetings from Cherry Lane. Ryan Popola is joining us for these episodes. It's going to be a lot of fun. So here's that first episode right now. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark Plus Christmas movies.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I don't want to lie to the audience.
I'm Bran. I'm Dan, and Bran.
What?
I'm Dan, and Bran is lying. This is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's this podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Wow, so that's this time of the year, huh?
I was gonna say lying and Bran, and then he said lying, and I'm like, do I still go with this or not?
It happens, man. It happens.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
It's great to be here. We've got the first of 3 brand new Cherry Lane movies
The
coming up
good
today.
stuff.
So we're going to break that down. But also, very big news that we haven't gotten to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Because it's been a few
That's
weeks
true.
since we talked about the unwrapping movies.
Missing those, let me tell you.
Remember those good
Remember
times?
those? But The Way Home is coming back in January, so we're excited. We're going to get to hang out with you again quite soon.
Can't wait.
But has moved to Hallmark Plus. So you
Yeah.
are now the Hallmark Plus guy, apparently.
Do you think they did it because of me?
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
heard
right
about-
guys over there on the plus.
They heard
we may
about
as
your
well.
they heard about your Deck the Hallmark beat, and they said, "Oh well, our hands were tied."
It's listen, I mean, I think we talked about this when it was still rumor and conjecture. I just feel as though
Both of those things, if you can believe it.
Rumor and
Yeah.
conjecture.
I feel as though I think this is what we said, that listen, The Way Home, we weren't in love with season 2. Bran lied and said he was, but it's still by far the best show they have going. And I don't know, for me, maybe if linear is your focus, you keep the best thing you have going on linear. But what do
I would think that all the olds that watch When Calls the Heart and still love it would be the way to get them to streaming. That would be, but clearly, and I will say this, Brandon and I watched the Chicken Sisters, and I think on its best day, the Chicken Sisters is definitely better than season 2 of Way Home, worse than season 1. That's where I would have it.
I think that's probably right.
So like Hallmark Plus is where the cool kids are hanging out, but you'd think they want to get some different demographics over there. I shouldn't have said all the olds, everybody. I'm sorry. Got away from me. It's been a long day.
It's 1:40 in the afternoon.
Listen, I've been sick all week. We're recording 8 podcasts a day because it's Christmas, and we're traveling
Dan's
to New
ageist.
Jersey tomorrow.
Dan is ageist.
Hey, you know what, man? You know
Sometimes
what?
it sneaks out.
Dan, maybe you got sick on the front side of Christmas Con this year instead of the back. You're doing it the right way.
Yeah. Instead of not having a voice by the end of it every year, just like Bramblefest, it's like Ryan getting sick on planes. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
I like
Appointment with my gastro in January. We're nipping that in the old
Yeah, you
bud
are.
in 2025.
That's right. I was like,
What are you going to actively do
That's right.
to get ahead of
Start
that?
mainlining Gaviscon a week out.
I mean, listen, I don't know if I should talk about this on the air or not. The reality is I've probably had IBS my whole life, and I probably just need to get that worked on.
And is there
right?
something that planes do that really just
Well, I'm definitely a nervous flyer.
I
don't worry about the plane going down. I just my
You
stomach
worry about
isn't
it
great.
staying up? Like, what's the concern?
No. It's like, especially when we're traveling, Dan, this is why we've been booking travel for evenings the last couple of
That's
trips
right.
I've done with y'all. Booking travel in the morning, I really worry about my schedule. You can fill in the blanks. You know what I'm talking about. And so at that point, I get so tense that by the time I reach my destination, it takes me like days to recover. But
you
the
know,
marathon
like,
was brutal.
they got some of they got some things up in the
No,
air. You can
no.
So
no.
let's get it out there.
Yeah.
Let's on the record. You are against dropping a deuce on the toilet on the plane.
What just happened?
I refuse to drop a deuce on a toilet. Yes, it's just
on the plane.
I'm not
okay.
Listen, no, I will say, they're encouraged. I will say that if the situation, here's what's happening. If the situation arises, I will do it. I so worry about the situation arising that I get so tense. That it's just
wouldn't you think
what's
that
the worry?
traveling?
What's the worry?
But if you travel,
guys, I go multiple times in the morning. All right, I go multiple times,
and that's fine. That's fine.
It's fine. We're not mad at you.
I don't eat in the morning. When my morning show used to be in the morning, when it was at 10 a.m., those were treacherous. Those were because I was like, what happens if I have to go what if I'm delivering the news and I have to go at 10:25 a.m.? Like, I worry about these things, all right?
Wow.
And I don't appreciate being mocked for it.
Okay.
I'm not trying. I'm just trying to understand you. You're mistaking. Trying to understand.
We do love you, and we want the best for you, Rye. But you gave me so much ammunition there, and I'm supposed to just be kind about it.
Yes, kindly.
This might. It is on your shirt.
That's right.
This might be too much, and then we can dive into season's greetings. But are you? Are you incapable of when you realize what's getting ready to occur, you're unable to hold it in?
I
Are you worried if you hold it in, it's going to ruin your whole system?
Day.
No, I mean, my system is good. So you guys have seen me on these events. Like, my system's ruined anyway. Like, if you look really closely on the VOD of Bramblefest, at one point I go, "Hey, Bran, you need me for the next 5 minutes?" I literally skedaddled out the side door. Like, the first year was even worse, and then the marathon was a different level.
Yeah, well, we switched to the bathroom cam for that, so we all
did
get a
bathroom cam.
good look at
of
it.
course.
I'm not even joking. I got there for the marathon this year. Jackson and I had like a nice 2-hour conversation. Then we were like, was this being recorded? Yeah. Like we didn't know what was going on.
How serious is real world?
But I will say this: I do hear you can get quite a good new stomach on eBay if you look.
They call me the eBay Kid.
The eBay Kid. That's
real
right.
quick, how was Muppets live and what the finger puppets
How were your
think
fingers?
about it?
Were they happy?
We brought out Kermit after the intermission. Can you believe that? 90-minute film, not even, and they do an intermission.
They did that movie's short, and they did an intermission.
And it's under 90 minutes.
Are soft these days. You used to be able to guarantee 90 straight out from them, but now
they all are Ryan on a plane.
You don't know what they have going on, and know you're over there mocking them.
Honestly, for that reason, I respected it. I applauded at the intermission. No one understood what I was doing, but I thought it was great.
You take care of what you need to take care of, cellist.
Yeah, but it was whimsical, it was magical, it was other words that end in L that I don't even know.
I gotta go back to one other thing. You brought out Kermit not until after the intermission.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
that is.
I forgot he was in my fanny pack. If I'm being honest, you
can bring fanny packs into that.
But
symphony.
no, let's not get distracted.
Okay, sorry.
You forgot
I wear it as a backpack.
that
I don't wear it as a
Kermit
fanny.
But it's not a clear.
Frog.
Okay, sorry.
Kermit the Frog.
Hey-o.
You forgot he was in the fanny pack.
Yeah.
Would you have your 2 Fozzies and 4 Ralphs out there? You couldn't get one Kermit out of the bag?
Don't besmirch Ralph's name like that, Dano. But no, it was great. I recommend. Dan, I think I texted you this. Like, the orchestra was great, but I've never seen that film with a crowd. Laughing at the jokes with people was like that. I hadn't even considered how cool it would be to see it with an audience. It was great.
I saw it on the big screen when it came out because I'm old. It is what it is. And you say that I'm ageist, but I'm the old one here. So
yeah, you are the old.
I'm the old.
All the olds.
I can't believe I said that.
That are moving over to
They're
the Hallmark
wonderful
Plus.
people. They're
Hallmark
all the
Plus.
olds. I mean, it is no secret that When Calls the Heart's ratings are high, but within the demographic of youngs, it is very low.
Yeah.
Like it's a show that skews older. I shouldn't have said all the olds, and I'm sorry.
How about we just do a way home preview here instead of what we actually have to do?
What do you think? What are your big theories about?
What did I call the guy who we thought was Jacob? What was the called him
Roy?
Larry or something?
I don't know.
Roy?
I gotta refresh myself.
I don't know anything. I know I don't know anything.
Remember when they brought in Jacob and he wasn't the kid anymore? We were like, what are they doing? Season 2 wasn't very good. So maybe, I don't know.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Let's see what they do.
But do we have to talk about this?
And then Brand was like, this is great.
Yeah. I love it. It's back. It's back.
I gave you space.
Here's Brand. It's back, baby. We're back, baby.
We were back a couple of times.
No, we weren't.
And then we were back on again.
We were back on again.
Well, let's talk Season's Greetings from Cherry Lane. It originally aired on Hallmark Plus on December 5th, 2024, and it went a little something like this. It's Christmas Eve, 2024, and Mike from the one last year is stressed per usual. His husband Z, the calm one, is there to calm him down per usual. Mike feels bad about not doing big Christmas decorations like his dad used to when he was growing up. He also is stressed because he is going to surprise Z by flying his grandfather in for a visit that he never met before. So it's a pretty big deal. Cut back to 1951 because that's what these are. And we meet a couple named Charlie and Joan. They are fresh home from the hospital because Joan broke her arm. It is a big Christmas for the two of them because Charlie, who is a doctor, is going to head over to Korea for Dr. War doctor.
He's going to be a war
He's going to be a war doctor. In 2003, we see a postal worker. My guess here is he might be a part of the dead letter office.
Send me on my way.
Who is thrilled when a couple, Sarah and Luke, give him a Christmas card. You don't do that a lot. There's a... I don't know.
People do it all the time.
Yeah, not in 2003. 2003, people...
Probably more so then.
Yeah, it was actually a really good time for the country. Really patriotic, and we all came together. So, anyway... They're a perfect couple. They're a perfect couple, and they never fight.
Never forget.
They might disagree. They never disagree. That is until Luke's family comes to stay for Christmas and brings a friggin' massive wreath, and then to make things more awkward, her family comes and brings whatever it is that they brought. And so the families end up arguing about everything, wreath versus weird thing, angel versus star. It's a mess out there. That leads to Luke and Sarah having their first fight, baby's first fight. Back in 1951, Charlie and Joan are blown away by the generosity of their neighbors after Charlie accidentally burns the turkey after getting locked out of the house. He is going downstairs to write a Christmas card to his wife that he plans to mail her from war. The letter gets lost in the mail. That is actually the card that Sarah and Luke received at the beginning of the movie. What? This
is like a secret signed, sealed, delivered.
This is sneaky, but without all the charm and whimsy. It was a dead letter.
Good music.
This brings them together, and they realize what matters the most. The Postal Service. So back in 2024, Grandpa finally shows up after being lost most of the movie, and Z is shocked, didn't know this was happening. He begins to tell them about how about the family, and he reveals that he wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for an American doctor named Charlie. So...
thank goodness for Charlie.
So that's nice. They're all connected. Everything wraps up real nice with a bow, and we're happy, and we're never going to do this again. And that, my friends, was
Christmas
Season's
on
Greetings from Cherry Lane.
Season's Greetings, number 1.
That's right. That's right. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll break this movie down with 4 segments. I think we're going to do 4 segments.
I love that plan.
Good plan.
Deck the Hallmark. Hello, how are we, everybody?
Doing great, man.
All good over here.
Good.
Yeah.
You don't need a break. You were good there.
The afternoon, I'm all good.
All right, afternoon, smooth sailing.
But I just it's a tough life to be Ryan Popola. If the mornings are that tough every day, buddy.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, I think between middle class trying to get $30 back in my mornings, it's a tough existence. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you put the Muppets and eBay and the City Hive and all on yourself, but the thing that you wake up in the morning and you don't feel comfortable till afternoon, that's brutal, dude.
No, it's by mid 10 o'clock.
Mid 10.
That's when I wake up.
Mid 10.
Mid 10.
Mid-10.
Gotcha. Let's talk
I mean,
seasons.
All the CBS.
Let's talk seasons greetings. Cherry
Should
Lane.
also be on Hallmark Plus. For
the
olds.
Now, Ryan, you hadn't seen Cherry Lane from
Did you
last
go and
year.
watch it?
Still haven't. Didn't do my homework. Glad I didn't.
Oh,
Glad Professor Thompson didn't do my homework.
Oh no.
That's Mr. Thompson to you, sir.
Yeah.
Let's dive into it then. What'd you think about your first venture into the Cherry Lane cinematic universe?
Honestly, I'm glad that we were just talking about Way Home season 2 because I think we all agreed wasn't great. I covered Ride with you all. I think we all agreed pretty bad.
Yeah.
I want to say unequivocally, this 2003 storyline is the worst thing I've ever covered for this podcast.
It is really bad.
It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in the made-for-TV Christmas genre ever. It was awful. Yeah. It was awful. At one point when it started, probably right around the time of the letter, 2003 was a big year for letters. I was writing a note, and so I looked down real quick, and by the time I looked back up, they were doing the deal where they're like, we never fight. Our parents love each other. And I thought it was like Joe Schmo. I thought I had missed something and that they were doing a self-parody. I don't want to be rude to these actors. I'm sure they're nice people. They're working hard. The performances were bad. The writing was bad. Yeah. That 2003 storyline was really, 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 really bad. Yeah. With that said, the one from the 1950s was whatever. It's what I expect from a film like this. It was forgettable. The Jonathan Bennett stuff I thought was pretty fun. I thought that it was a noticeable step up from the other two storylines.
Well, that's the couple that's from the original one. So so there's that.
And I thought Jonathan Bennett particularly was very fun in this film. There was actually a few moments that I don't know how to say made me laugh, but came close to it.
I don't want to give it that credit.
Yeah, listen, I've seen in my own time, not for, podcasts where I'm being compensated to go on Electronic Bay. I have seen some really bad made for TV Christmas movies. I own some of them on physical media. This is there's a fine line between so bad it's good and just really bad. Yeah. This obliterated that line. It was awful, and I hope to never see it again, Brent.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair take.
Thank you.
That's the guy that likes these movies, everybody, Ryan Popola.
Well, he's got some points.
Wonder what I'm going to think.
This movie was, I was concerned. If you remember, if you go back to the previous shows, I was concerned about doing this, not one time, but 3 times, because it's 369. If you think about it in that sense. It's just a lot of different things, and so there's no way they can do it all well. And unfortunately, it was true. I was right. They didn't do it all well, and so that's a bummer. I think we can all agree the highlights here are the Jonathan Bennett's Worlds, and the lowlights is 2003. 2003 was a tough slime.
Tough slime.
I just didn't care for it. And every time we were in 2003, I wish that we weren't. And unfortunately, I feel like we spent the most time in 2003.
Yeah, I did feel
and
that
I
way.
just don't
time
really
was standing still.
I don't really know
point,
why. And so that was confusing. And then at one point during this movie, Dan and I had the realization, like in the first one, they're going to have it all connect in some way, shape, or form. And I felt like they also had that realization halfway through the movie because it was so unnecessary the way that these.
Oh my gosh.
I will say the thing that Cherry Lane 1 2023 did well was that I felt like the way that the stories were connected made sense and it felt thought out. This just felt thrown together, and I didn't care for that. So unfortunately, it was a miss for me. But we got 2 more. We got 2 more.
Everybody get up.
Let's go.
We're back, baby.
In the words of not Taylor Swift, let's freaking go.
Let's freaking go.
We're going to be back. Dano?
Give me all 3 damn bays and 2 unwrapping Christmases over this movie, and it's not even close. I will take 2 of the 4 unwrapping Christmas movies over this movie, and I got to be honest, the other 2 is kind of a push. This movie's bad, guys. It's a bad movie. The first Cherry Lane had 2 really solid storylines and 1 that wasn't any good. This movie has 2 storylines that are immeasurably bad and 1 that is just standard bad. There is not an end in sight. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. It's just bad. It also commits some pretty big cardinal sins for movies in general that drive me nuts. One, Cherry Lane is the most diverse street in all of 1951 in the United States of America. Bothered me to no end, but not as much as my least favorite trope, maybe in movie history, the white savior movie or the Thank God for White People movie, where all of this diverse cast of characters only happened because of one good white dude who went to fight for his country. Amen. And it was just unnecessary. So if the movie was good, if you make a good movie and you have those two things, like Holiday Spectacular decided in the 1950s the Rockettes were just going to be integrated. Okay, I had a problem with it, but I got over it because the movie has some quality to it, some good writing, some good direction. You can get past those things if you make a good movie. If you do those two things and then make a bad movie in 1951, a slightly above bad movie in 2024, and an absolutely, I cannot believe I'm watching this purgatory movie in 2003, you don't get a pass. It's a terrible movie. The unwrapping Christmas movies bring more joy than this movie ever thought it could bring. All three movies on the Danube River right now. I'll take them right now. I was bored to tears. It sucked. Bran, back to you.
Thanks, Dan.
Back to you, Bran.
How about freeze-dried Skittles?
These burn a little.
It's crazy.
Right,
Have you
bud?
heard about this?
The sours,
No,
yeah.
heard about this?
They're freeze-dried Skittles?
No, they're
freeze-dried.
Oh, they come that way.
We didn't buy a freeze dryer, although we're thinking about
Although
it.
we're kicking
Look
around
at
the
these
old
things. Look at these. Can you see those? They're like,
Oh, wow. Look
yeah,
at that.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
They're wild.
It's good for podcasting.
Let's get to all the feels where we talk about what this movie gave us feels. Ryan?
Bran, I feel as though this may be yours. The Jonathan Bennett storyline, the overall crux of it really reminded me of the Hey Arnold Christmas special. And
Well done, good poll.
Yeah, and honestly, this movie was so bad, it was just nice to think about the Hey Arnold Christmas special every few minutes.
You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. I love Hey Arnold. I love the Hey Arnold. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I'm on delay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
Ba-da-ba-dam.
Arnold!
Ba-da-ba-dam.
Move it, football head!
Hey Arnold. That's mine too. Dan?
Oh, it's my turn already, huh?
Is yours Hey Arnold?
Sour Skittles Pop. You can buy them in Target. Delicious. I'm on board. I was originally not on board. I've come full circle.
They're a fascinating experience. I've never had a candy that has made me think more
Yeah.
than the Skittles.
And Bran thinks about candy.
I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
Almost all the time.
This is going to be one of our better episodes.
Take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk about this movie some more or not here on Deck the Hallmark. I got it again. What the? Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about Season's Greetings from Cherry Lane. The worst thing they did was try to give these all a different name. Like
Terrible
next
title.
week's is like Happy Holidays.
Ugh.
Does any of them Merry Christmas? See, this is what I'm talking about. Deck dolls. This is what
Aaron,
I'm talking about.
You saw the chat. Like, people in the Double Decker group were higher on this movie than we were, aren't they?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
There wasn't a movie thread for this one because it
Oh,
aired.
I thought
That was a good call. That was a good call.
Yeah.
No, the only thing I saw was that people like. I just want to know if Charlie makes it home from war. It's the only thing I care about. I've looked ahead to the storylines that are coming in the other two movies. The only thing I care about in all 6 of these Cherry Lane movies is, did Charlie make it back? That's...
Well, maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't.
Yeah, I've got to watch 2 more movies to find out.
I could not care less.
Let's get to the Wait What's. This is where we talk about what in 2 minutes ago. Wait, what? Ryan?
Thanks, Hallmark Daddy. I almost feel like this is giving...
Weird when you say it.
You're welcome, son.
I almost feel like this is giving the film too much dignity.
It is.
But the fact that this 2003 couple didn't talk about the Christmas Eve menu beforehand.
You got to be effing kidding me.
Like,
There's
again,
just no way.
And like, I only have a couple. I mean, you could have had any number of wait what's for this film, right? Like,
I don't
honestly,
have
mine
many.
are like Mine are like practical. It's almost because I feel like I cared so little that I wasn't looking with the inquisitive eye that I typically would. But the fact that this is the premise, and the next one would be like they're Vikings season ticket holders, and they're not even going to think about turning the game on when they get. Are you kidding me?
They're Viking season ticket holders, and they have a conversation in this movie that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard on Hallmark. Somebody says, "What about football?" And somebody goes, "I could go for football. Maybe there's a game on." And then another person who holds season tickets to the Vikings says something to the effect of, "I like a good game on occasion." If you hold season tickets to the Vikings,
thousands of dollars,
screaming skull with your giant horn hat on, you're not like, "I could go for a game on occasion." Get out of here. That's crazy.
Also, you're just independently wealthy if you're season ticket holders. Yeah. And then last one, still in this 2003 storyline, the fact that at no point I was so mad by the end of this movie. I was so mad. Like I can't stress enough how bad I thought this 2003 thing was. The fact that at no point they just go, "Yeah, why don't we hang the big wreath and the stupid reindeer thing in two separate locations?"
I was irrationally angry.
So stupid, Bran. And with that, I'll kick it to you.
Thanks. I have a few as well. How do you even have this conversation? Competition in 2003 where they do the ribbon down. I know they show you, but it still is ultimately, so they have different ideas of how you should decorate a Christmas tree. So they do it down the middle and then they're like, we'll see which one wins. But it's like, how? Because like everybody, it's still based on like preference and like if you like it or not. So I just don't really think it accomplishes what they hoped for. One of my favorite moments that happened in this movie was Z walking into the kitchen and saying guilty, and Jonathan Bennett turning around and be like, "I didn't do anything." And he's like, what are you talking about? I was just walking in because I feel bad because you aren't working today, but you still had to cook. Who does that? Who walks in and just goes guilty with no no conversation ahead of time, no nothing? It is a wild thing to go in and just say I'm guilty and expect that anybody else is going to pick up on what you're talking about. But guilty. Our guy Julian, who has wine and stuff, is going to help the folks in the 50s get back into their house. To do that, he is going to use a bottle opener. But before getting into the house, which is almost on fire, he says, "You never know when you might need a bottle opener. Maybe save and this coming from me, but maybe save the bits for later. Maybe save the bits
That's when
until after you save the day, and you can be like, you never know when you might need a bottle opener." Show up at the door and be like, "Wait 1 second. You never know when you might need it. You could have been in, you could have saved the day." And that's the difference between fire or no fire. Could be seconds, Dan.
Seconds.
And that's why every house needs a working fire extinguisher.
Smoke detector. Things that weren't really around in the 50s.
Well, what is it? What's the line in the Santa Claus?
Really big, Dad.
What?
What's the line in the Santa Claus about the fire extinguisher?
Oh, what is it?
You nailed it.
I did.
Yeah, you nailed it. Yeah.
And those flames are really big, Dad. It's Denny's. It's an American institution.
That's exactly right.
At least I know they got hot apple pie.
We did. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Listen, I know the whole bit is Jeff Gustafson is in Signed, Sealed, Delivered, and he's a postal worker delivering a dead letter in this movie, and that's cute and fun. I've never seen a postal worker stay longer at one residence than this human being. Like, the thing about, I worked for UPS, the thing about postal workers and parcel deliveries, they're in a hurry. Like, their whole thing is they're delivering the mail and they have to get it all done today. Like, there's more mail tomorrow. If Jeff Gustafson is going to have a full conversation with a Christmas card at every house, he's not getting done. He just isn't finishing. And every time I see a postal worker working one of these movies, I want them to walk with purpose and like continue doing their job, because that's what postal workers do. They work really, really hard, and this was crazy. This guy, what's the guy's name that's helping Jonathan Bennett and his husband in?
I don't know his
with
name.
The beard. He comes over to the house with a green bean casserole and says, I brought you a green bean casserole. It's not good. I'm not good at cooking. But, buddy, nobody asked you. Like, can you imagine going to somebody's house and being like, I felt like I had to bring something. So what I did was I made you a really bad dish of food. Like, it is bad. I don't cook. I don't cook, but I thought I would for you. I just don't get that. Bring them a nice bottle of wine. Bring them literally anything else. Green bean casserole, the best green bean casserole, probably still dicey for some people. That's not a food that like...
It's dicey for me.
That's right. You just think about
pass.
it. A bad green bean casserole? Like, why are you...
Get out of here.
Like, dude, nobody asked you. Nobody asked you to bring anything. He's like, well, I don't cook, so I thought I'd home make you something that sucks. Yeah, that's not good. I wrote down, you can play more than one song on the piano. The fact that they're arguing about wreath or star or which way to decorate a tree or Vikings or Seahawks, all of that is terrible, but nothing is as bad as which Christmas carol do we play on the piano, because you can play both. They don't have to play one song. They can play as many. You sing around the piano. Everybody gets to choose. Nobody has to give here. What in the 2003 is happening?
The keyboard only has one good song left in it, and then it's going to short out.
They're trying. The kids are trying to sell the parents on Silent Night like it's a used Ford Fiesta. Like, what are we doing? It's Silent Night. Who doesn't like Silent Night?
Yeah.
The piano's like, I'm not as good as I once was, but I can be as good once.
I'm as good once as I ever was. Toby Keith, shout out. A lot of 2003 references today. Really, really good stuff. I'd also like, the piano was kind of the headliner for me, but somebody briefly says in 2024 that they have a movie theater at the airport. And
I wish.
I made sure the context was correct, but there is someone that's saying in the airport, Rye Guy, can you imagine in the airport?
Oh, man.
A cinema.
Isn't that the best idea?
Imagine, especially if it was AMC or Regal for us.
Oh,
like,
the unlimited? Forget it. But then you're missing flights.
You're missing flights.
Would you be more relaxed for your stomach traveling if you had a movie theater?
Well, it depends on time of day. And also, though, I mean, like, that would be the way to get us three bozos to the airport hours early.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I'm not missing a flight if I can get there 4 hours
Right,
early
it's like,
and catch
again,
a movie.
I can't emphasize this enough, but if it's the morning...
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. My hands are tied.
Movie or no.
My intestines are tied from 6 a.m. to 10:30.
If it's Gladiator 2 before 11 a.m., I can't do it.
Well, I mean, like, my thing is they're serving beer at that theater. It's the airport. I mean, and I do much for you, Rye Guy, but I mean, a 10 a.m. draft beer and a movie?
Is this our, like, Shark Tank idea? Should we actually do this? Like,
it's fantastic. And then last but not least, the whole point of when you get married or you decide to cohabitate with somebody and live together, the whole thing is getting to establish your own traditions. Like, that's the whole...
It's the whole ballgame.
That's the whole ballgame. 2 Corinthians. And so the fact that these parents are coming over and saying, we're going to do it the way we've always done it, the fact that you're here and not at your house should be your first clue that you're not going to do it that way. Like, this should not... All the parents should shut up and the kids should just decide what their traditions are and to see if the parents want to be a part of it. And that was mind-boggling to me.
It's time for What the Hallmark. Oh, hi, Aaron. Yes?
Can I just mention a wait what that I didn't have while watching it, but when I saw you guys watching it today,
Sure.
Dan made a good point. Charlie is overseas serving as a doctor in Korea.
The Korean War. 1950 to 53.
Lolo was raised like he was living in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And then the family, like
yeah.
Zion's parents leave the Philippines and go to China, which is where he was adopted from.
Okay.
But how did Grandpa end up in Korea to have surgery from Charlie?
If they ended up in China, I know how. In the Korean War, the Chinese flooded North Korea to help fight against the UN, the US, and South Korea. So if he was a soldier in China...
Well, I thought Grandpa stayed in the Philippines. And
okay. Because that was a big one for me. I just didn't know how to broach on the show, but I thought you did it articulated it wonderfully. I was like, he went to Korea. That dude's Filipino. how did he save his life? I think that's a fair question. But
I guess if Grandpa went with the couple to China,
if Grandpa was in China, then it works.
Yes, and that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's the Incheon Peninsula. You know the battle, right?
Maybe we
one of the worst.
Yeah. So thank goodness you're a history teacher.
Yes.
Thank you.
Maybe we solved that. Wait, what? But
I did.
If they're in, like, I didn't have it figured out, but then you said China, and I'm like, maybe that's.
This is why we do this. This is why we do this. We got to work.
I guess we'll have to watch the other two to find out for sure.
No.
I have a feeling we're not going to hear any more about these families.
I also have a feeling that this is the best of them.
Oh no!
No, there's one with a really good cast.
One has Benjamin Ayres.
There's a really good cast at the end. It's like loaded, like a really.
It's loaded. Let's get to the Hallmarks, where we talk about things that we're still wondering. Now, we do got 2 sequels to go, so maybe some of these will be answered, maybe not. Who can say? But what do you got, Rye?
Well, to that point, like, what would it take for us to just abandon ship now? Like, what would you guys be looking for? Like, we can go to the mystery show, we can go to holidays. Like, what are you looking for?
You're pitching the right person. I will say, we've never. The problem is, Rod,
never abandoned.
That's right.
Before.
For all the money in the world, I don't want to watch another second of these. However, Deck the Hallmark has never been in existence and not covered all of the Hallmark Christmas movies. And so we're at an impasse. If this was a Dan-Bay situation, we'd have moved on. I get the feeling we'd have probably been like, we don't need to do this anymore. I think we get it. But I think we're going to watch the next 2 right now.
Our hands are tied.
I think we got 2.
Our hands are tied.
Thought I'd ask.
That's fair. It's a fair question.
Yeah, that's fair.
Go ahead. Deck the Halls on Cherry Lane. John Brotherton, Benjamin Hollingsworth, Chelsea Hobbs, Sam Page, Aaron Cahill, Brooke Dorsey. Directed by Allie Liebert.
You say Sam Page?
I did say Sam Page. So that does sting a little.
Sam Page back?
Ugh.
My guy Sam Page, is he back? Yeah, I don't know, man. What's up with 2003? I don't think that listen, I hope that this couple learned a valuable lesson about having hard conversations and communication and whatnot, but I worry about them, and they make it.
I just hope they're not sorry for 2004. Am I right?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, well, that's we'll save it. We'll save Ruben. Dan?
Yeah, I think earlier producer Erin Shea said she wondered if Charlie got back from war, and that has been just sticking in my noodle. I just can't get. That's all I've been thinking about since I watched this movie.
You're so concerned about him.
I just am like,
you're so concerned about him.
God, I hope he makes it. Did he make it? But did he make it back, or did he sacrifice his life to save that other guy?
And to save Cherry Lane.
And I also will say this: if the grandfather was in China, then he was fighting against Charlie in that war. So that means Charlie did surgery on an enemy from North Korea via China, which...
What a good guy.
What a guy.
That's next year's prequel.
Sheesh.
Surgery from Cherry Lane.
He does come back, and then he gets it. He wins a chocolate factory, from what I understand.
He does. That's actually how it all starts.
It all starts.
Now, I will say this. Can we just talk about the godwink that is Charlie in 1951 living at 7 Cherry Lane? And what is that? How long is it
to 73 years later.
73 years later, the grandson of the guy that Charlie saved from the enemy
living
at war
in his house.
Lives in his house. God, that's better than that's God.
No,
God
blinking.
winks like we can't.
Both eyes on that one.
God whipped an eye patch out.
Even the God wink movies are like we could never in our wildest dreams come up with something like this.
Kathy Gifford fell over when she saw that.
Did you catch the lesser God wink of Jonathan's father being so in love with this decoration that he started doing it at their house, but Jonathan could never remember what house he saw it was, and it's the wreath from the 2003 family.
Ugh. No.
So the whole present that like Jonathan's husband and daughter are doing, where they're putting the cards on the wreath, that is the tradition that the 2003 family started. And now we're all back here at 7 Cherry Lane.
Oh, I actually have a What the Hallmark. Now that we're here and we're doing it.
You don't care about Charlie anymore?
He doesn't actually care about
a 12-minute episode. we got 2 more of these movies, and we're going to introduce a minimum of 4 more families. So we have the 3 original families, and then 3 new movies that introduce 2 new families each. So that's 6 plus 3 is 9. From 1951 to 2024, 9 families live in this house.
No, I think they change houses. I think it's on different houses on the street.
Okay.
It's all 7.
It's all of them are 7 Cherry Lane. Yikes!
Are you sure, Aaron?
The 3 in the original are all 7, and the 3 from this movie are all 7. They zoom in on the mailbox so often, and then Daisy's always coming over. Like,
is there something that you know that we don't know?
Have you watched the other ones?
I can't confirm or deny, but I think
this is a Izzy at the North Pole situation all over again. Is all this is. That's what this is.
I think at least one of them is in a different house.
I don't think so, Ryan.
If you have already seen another one of these movies and you're still this low on this one, I am so depressed right now.
Well, here was the scary thing. Here was the
they're not
scary
out
thing.
yet.
Oh,
I did.
They're not out.
They're not out yet, Aaron.
Yeah. What the Hallmark was like, what if we stop? I was actually worried that you'd be like, yeah, great idea. Let's do something else.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
They're all 7 Cherry Lane.
Well, we did it, everybody. Congratulations to us, and we're gonna do this again next time. I don't know. Whatever. What day is it?
They can't all be hits.
Is this Saturday?
Oh, Sunday.
Sunday.
Ooh, Sunday.
Today's Sunday? How was Christmas Con?
We're still there today.
We're there today. Yeah, we're come say hi,
everybody.
Ryan didn't find time in his schedule for us all weekend. It was unbelievable.
No, but I haven't told
you guys came to Connecticut though on Thursday.
So
right?
I haven't told you this. Ryan's been doing the hard pitch to me to come to Connecticut on Thursday.
And you didn't have the heart to tell him we have plans?
I did have the heart to tell him to come to. I was like, come to Philadelphia, come to Philly,
dude. Road trip.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
After Philly, you guys like
can't do it. I won't do it. You asked us to go to Connecticut. You're wide open.
I asked you to come to Connecticut in the evening after I'm done with work.
We're not leaving for Philadelphia from New Jersey until like 7:30 at night.
Are you really just gonna get a cheese? I mean, this already happened, but did you really just get a cheesesteak and come back?
It's $150 cheesesteak. It's not a cheesesteak. It's
Put some respect on it.
It's a $150. That's Bramble Jam Plus. You can get it at $5.
Card?
Yeah, company card. Yeah.
Merry Christmas,
dude! Come on, for the hangs.
Came on because it was in the back.
I was already
there. Yeah, this breaks every rule of time travel.
On Sunday, I said, "God, put on an eye patch." Huh? Wow, that's unbelievable.
Your mom's gonna message you. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. Until then, remember the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Dan, that first one was really fun.
It was something. I'll say that.
Well, it was something.
And we're in for another. We're in for a treat because there's another one coming right now.
Supersized Deck the Hallmark. You're right in the middle of it. Up next, we're going to enjoy Happy Holidays from Cherry Lane. Very different name, of course.
Sounds a lot like Season's
It does
Greetings.
sound a lot like it, but what can you do?
It's me. It's Bran. It's Rye Guy. It's right now.
Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark Plus Christmas movies.
Hi, I'm Ryan. Yeah, I like Hallmark Plus Christmas movies.
I'm Dan. I'm contractually obligated to be here, and I despise Hallmark Plus Christmas movies. And this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark. It's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Well, hello everybody.
Boy. Is that Rye Guy over there for a Hallmark Plus Christmas movie?
There he is.
That's my beat, Bubba.
That's exactly right. How did you get it? Did you win a lottery? Did you draw the short straw? What happened here?
Believe it or not, it was both. It was a crazy tale. We'll tell it offline.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say we had a double-decker, a lovely double-decker, Era Evans, who released her favorite movies of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Last week, and her number one was the first Cherry Lane Hallmark Plus movie.
We're
and,
sorry.
And I said, don't listen to the episode. She's like, no. I love when I like a movie and you guys hate it. I was like, well, you're going to have a super good time with that one. So I've not heard from her since, but I think she's still a double decker.
She
so that's
just
the good news.
canceled her subscription.
She just
the
did.
sound of that happening. Ryan, Merry Christmas to you. It's Sunday, I think, before Christmas, I believe.
Yeah, that's the one.
22nd.
Yeah.
It's a big weekend. About to head into the big show. What movies? I know you're big into having a schedule. You released it.
In one of the most confusing announcement videos
I
of
think
all
it was
time.
confusing for others. I thought I was very clear with the instructions.
But what do you have
Just
left?
throwing
What-
titles up on the
What do the
screen.
next couple days look like for you? Because
So
I know
if-
you're not working. You're off, which is great.
Yeah, so if today's the 22nd. Today's the Santa Claus in prime time.
Oh,
Yeah,
primetime Santa
yeah,
Claus.
yeah. Come on.
Yeah. My 23rd choices are probably pretty controversial. There's a bunch of things I watch throughout the day since I'm off, but the primetime showings are I'll Be Home for Christmas, actually, JTT.
Wow,
Good God.
that gets a
This is
Eve.
promo merch. Yeah.
Dude,
This is promo merch.
the merch is great.
I'll Be Home for
The-
Christmas getting an
A
EV
prime
placement
time
is
slot is
fascinating.
crazy. What's
And
the
then
matinee
it's a
that
double
day?
feature. It's a double feature on the 23rd. Aaron Shea will like this. The other is To Grandmother's House We Go, starring the Olsen twins.
Oh, she's
This
applauding.
this is unbearable.
I have
What-
no problem with you watching those movies
I do.
every year, and I want to make that perfectly clear.
thank you.
I'm just surprised that you have it as prominent.
I said that it would be a surprise.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did. The
What
23rd
are the-
is just a big show.
I just need you to text me when it happens. What are the matinees that day? What did you watch during the day?
Oh no, I can do it off the top of my head. There's a Carrie there's a Carrie Underwood HBO Max special, a Tori Kelly YouTube special for her Christmas album.
Lots of variety shows.
Yeah, and
All
then
of this sounds better so far. Yeah.
yeah, and then I might be missing one thing. But that's the 23rd. You watch? Should I keep going to the 24th?
I want to hear the 24th prime time and the 25th prime time, if you don't mind.
24th
Ryan.
primetime's Jingle All the Way, right? Am I understanding?
24th.
That
Well,
correctly?
so technically, yes. I mean, it starts prime time. I watch it with my mom. We're at my parents in the beginning, like the early evening. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Jingle
That
All the
might
Way
be
is
like a 4 p.m.
a post dinner for an early dinner, post dinner Jingle All the
An
Way.
Got
early,
you,
an
I got
early
you,
dinner,
yeah.
post dinner.
Yeah.
You heard it here
Yeah.
first.
And then we'll go. Then it's a couple Power Ranger Christmas specials and early prime time.
Of course. Yeah.
I'm Dreaming of a White Ranger, which is actually pretty clever wordplay.
Sounds like a really racist movie.
And then we close out the night. Well, I might add. So I also have Frosty the Snowman with original commercials. I may add that to the Christmas lineup this year. And then before I go to bed, it's Disney's Very Merry Sing Along. I watch it with my kids, with my parents when I was a kid, all the way through.
You have kids?
Yeah. No news to report. No news to report. I have a headache. I'm fighting through the pain, guys.
Oh my god!
Don't tell Alyssa. Everything's fine.
Oh, he watches it with the kids. It's for the kids. And then Christmas Day. Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, believe it or not, Bran, I'd be curious about you on this. There were some years where I tried to do I would do like the remake of Miracle on 34th Street at night. I've really abandoned that. Now I just do the Disney parade in the morning. And Alyssa and I have started a tradition. I don't know if I've said this on the pod. We met because of the Jim Carrey Grinch. That was the hinge prompt that had us meet.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna start watching that pre-bed on Christmas.
I love
night.
that. I
So
love that. I just watched that.
You're a Christmas story.
I'm a Christmas. That's how I close
Christmas
out
Day.
Christmas
Yeah.
with Christmas Story because I think
Oh, that's beautiful.
per my money, best closing shot and the best way to close out the holiday season.
When they're
is-
looking out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough to. That's tough to be in a great way to close it out. And then I just immediately get depressed. So looking.
Oh,
forward
dude,
to
I'm
it.
already depressed.
Nah.
I mean,
Brand, don't
it's
worry.
been rough
He's
for the
got
last
a-
couple weeks.
Brand's got a neighbor who will cheer him right up.
Yeah,
I'm really
you're
good
known,
and
you're known,
sensitive
you're
with
known
that kind
for
of
it.
stuff.
As hey, if you
Yeah.
want to do me the solid Christmas night, just throwing me little pieces of steak that you're grilling up or
Yeah,
whatever you're
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Well, he's gonna
That'd be
throw you
great.
pieces of his tree as he gets
That's
ready
right.
to
Yeah,
toss
well, I
it
mean,
the
you
next
know,
morning.
it's not-
No,
for
he'll do it on
anybody
the
else.
26th.
I
It's-
can't. A quick timeout though. You and Alyssa met on Hinge. Because of
Yeah.
the Jim Carrey
What's up with that?
Grinch.
So it was. I cheated.
She
on
was
the prompt.
fundamentally made for you.
You
if that's
cheated the
case.
prompt.
Yeah. So her like one of the. I don't know. You guys probably don't know how Hinge works. Like the whole
Nope.
thing is they give you like 5 or 6 prompts to like, start conversation. And one of the ones that she had was a quote from a movie. Can you name the movie? And the quote was, "That's it, I'm not going." Now, Christmas aficionado Ryan Papola, I had no idea what it was from. I cheated. I Googled the quote. It was from the Jim Carrey Grinch. I didn't tell her that until months and months and months later.
That's right.
But
it's,
here we are.
When he's invited to the holiday Hoobie Waddy.
Yes. But did you, how'd she take it when you told her that you cheated the prompt?
I mean, we're still here.
Okay. All right. I mean, I mean, that's crazy. That's a crazy
fun fact, fun thing. Our this year with my folks and my nephews, the theme of which wasn't our choice is Grinch pajamas. So we got ones that say, "That's it, I'm not going."
I love it.
Oh, that's nice.
What about for your kids?
All right, Cherry Lane 2.
What's the capital of Bangkok? Ryan,
love that.
Well,
dude, I was thinking about that. Can I tell you? This is how serious
we
I
think
take
about it once a day around here.
I did. I like that would have crushed.
It would have
that would have crushed.
You have one job.
Man, I think it was last night. I was sporting my headache, and I was like, "Oh man, that would have crushed." It was like 2 a.m. It would have crushed.
Of all the things to think about at 2 a.m, you just
those are the things.
You
Could
had
be
a
worse.
moment there.
I take the art very seriously.
It was
sure
right
does.
there. It was right there for the taking. Yeah.
I just showed the Grinch to my kids, and they loved it, and I love it, so it's great.
Jim Carrey or original animated?
They've seen all now.
The hot
I
take
showed
is
them the Jim Carrey one.
The Benedict Cumberbatch animated is the best Grinch.
I don't
not
think
so. I think we're gonna put that on in the background on Christmas Eve. I've never seen it.
Close.
You've never seen it.
It's not even close.
It's
Dude,
beautiful.
I'm from pillar to post here. For once September hits, I'm booked as it is. So it's tough to get new stuff.
Yeah, I saw the video announcement. I listened. The soundtrack for that Grinch. You got 2 Run DMC songs. You got a Pentatonix "God Rest Ye Gentlemen" that is actually
a couple of Tyler the Creator.
Tyler the Creator is on there.
All right, this is actually really exciting. Then. All right, I mean, maybe I'll pay attention when we put it on.
Tori Kelly's on there. She's not, but I'm just trying to get you to watch it.
I mean,
she should have been.
It is the Benedict Cumberbatch Grinch is the best one. I'm not a Jim Carrey Grinch fan, but the Benedict Cumberbatch one's great.
Now I know we got to.
You're stalling here, yeah.
But one more question. I know your book's solid. Stem to Stern. Comes September 16th. February. Comes September 16th. Your book's solid for the next 100 days. How has it gone? Have you been able to hold steady? Have you been able to watch all the things
I watch
that you
that
wanted
video
to
for
see?
nothing? That announcement.
No. So I'm on pace right now. I was supposed to squeeze in the Rugrats Christmas special right before this. That didn't happen. But you know what? It's early enough in the day where I think I can readjust some things, and I'm on pace right now. Brand, how about you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm getting a lot done over here, buddy. Thanks so much. Back to you, Dan.
Yep, absolutely. A ton of feedback there from both of you. Should we talk about Cherry Lane?
I guess so. Number 2 of 3.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I guess it's number 3 of 4 if you include the original. But anyway, whatever.
I'm certainly not. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, of course.
I love you going in blind. And not knowing who was in the first one. Okay, happy holidays from Cherry Lane. That's the one we're talking about today, not to be confused with next week's, which is like Deck the Halls.
Yes, I believe. Yes.
Anyway,
from Cherry Lane.
December 12th, 2024 is when it premiered on the Hallmark Plus, and it went a little something like this. So it's 1998, and Regina is by herself, desperate for her kids to come visit, but they're not going to. Because they don't love her. Luckily, her friend comes by just in time to see the sink explode. Got a little bit of a pipe issue here, so she calls the handyman. We go back to 1960. Eli and Penny, they are getting ready for Christmas. Eli is very stressed because his dad is staying with them, and they don't have the best of relationships, and he's less than thrilled by the fact that his dad is here, though. He looks great, and I want to get ahead of this.
Yeah,
he looks amazing. Eli is the author of a best-selling book, but his dad is not impressed by that. Eli's son just wants him to help finish the time capsule that they're getting ready to bury that evening. Then in 2015, Jessie is helping her sister plan her big Christmas wedding. Beth is getting nervous, though, and it keeps getting worse. Her fiance calls and said that the business that's handling basically everything just went out of business. You can tell by all the out of business signs. They want you to know. But Jesse is confident we can still do this. Then the bad news keeps coming, at least this time for Jesse. She finds out that her ex-boyfriend Tim is going to be the officiant. And the wedding is going to be taking place in her backyard. So her ex-boyfriend's going to be hanging out at her house all day long. Regina's whole thing in this movie is the handyman that shows up, just kind of sticks around the whole time. His name is Nelson. Now we have, and I know you know this, Ryan, but Regina and Nelson are married.
That's right.
And Christmas at Cherry Lane. So we know what ends up happening with them, but we kind of get to see how they got to know each other on this Christmas Eve or whatever day it is. And go ahead. Oh, yeah, it's Christmas Eve. And so he doesn't, the only problem, though, is he doesn't do pipes. Yeah. So when he finds out that there's a pipe situation, he's basically like, I guess the job here is done. Spoiler, it's not. Eli and his son are working on the time capsule, but Eli's dad is very grumpy about it and refuses to participate. Jesse and Tim just kind of keep being around each other, talking about the good old days, and then arguing and whatnot. Ultimately, everything works out. I don't know if you know how these ones work, but Eli and his dad have a heart-to-heart, and they finish the time capsule together, even putting something of the father's wife's clock that she loved into the titanium box. Now, that box is what ultimately led to the tree root hitting the pipe because it had to go around the box. That's what caused the pipe to burst in 1998.
Galvanized steel, Brand.
That's right. Sorry, titanium. I'm such a dummy.
Titanium.
Now,
I'm titanium.
That's exactly right. Now, our guy Nelson came back because he was just like, I could probably figure this out. Took out a metal detector and found that box, pulls it out, and then they look inside of it and they're like, look at it all. Jesse and Tim had their one and only date locked in the school gym in 1998. And in 1998, Regina was the principal of that school.
What?
I know, it's crazy. So in 2015, they finally make up. The wedding is great. They end up kissing, and everybody has a happy ending. And that, my friends, was
Happy
Holidays
from Cherry Lane. We did it. Yeah.
A sequel.
We did do it. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll break this movie down with 4 segments here on Deck the Hallmark. Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about Happy Holidays from Cherry Lane, the Deuce, if you will.
Were you throwing haymakers over your head there, Ryan?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay. Just getting follow.tv/DTH to catch all
you get
of
a
that.
show.
This is what people pay for right here.
You get a show. You get a show. And also, this is a Hallmark Plus movie, which you can now add to your Philo subscription. You can go in there and add the Hallmark Plus, so you no longer have to have 2 different apps.
So we watched it.
If you want to do it, that's exactly right. We have Hallmark Plus added to our Philo, and now we can just watch it all in one nice place, which is very nice. Philo.tv/DTH to do that today. All right, let's get it to it. Let's get it to it. Let's break it down. Let's start with a hot take, where we share exactly how we felt about this movie. We're not going to hold back, and I'll kick it over to my guy Rye. Rye, what you think?
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a professional basketball player.
Yeah. Cool.
Tried out for my middle school team. I didn't make it.
You and me both.
Same for you two. I made mine. Don't worry.
Yeah. I really wondered at that moment what I was going to do with the rest of my life.
Yep, I feel this.
And today it all makes sense because if I had been in the NBA, I wouldn't have seen this.
You wouldn't have seen it.
I definitely wouldn't have reviewed it.
No.
And I'm here to tell you that this is the best Hallmark Plus Christmas movie of all time.
Oh, wow, we did it. Woo!
Are you saying that comparatively to the 4 unwrappings in the first
That's exactly what he said.
absolute trash heap that is the first Cherry Lane movie, this is the best one? Okay.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you.
So
listen.
I want you to break down exactly how high a praise this is.
Well, this movie isn't very good.
Okay, there we go.
But it is genuinely, all bits aside, all Ghost of Christmas Always paraphrasings aside. It's a night and day difference from last week. It's like I mean, no, I mean, I really do think so. I mean, they don't feel like they were made by the same people in any way, shape, or form. Maybe it's that 2003 storyline last week was just so horrendously awful that it brings down the Q rating. But I really like what Ben Ayers is doing here. He looks great. He really goes for it. It's a lot of fun. The rest of this is perfectly fine, if not forgettable. But the stories are simple and pleasant, and I could see others watching this. We talked about how last week was somebody's number one. I could see how somebody would watch this and say, I really like that. So yeah, no, this wasn't good, but compared to what we've gotten, it was a masterclass, Bram.
Listen, he's right about it. Everything he said is accurate. Now, I think we can all agree, maybe not, I don't know, but if I was going to rank the storylines in this movie, it'd be Ben Ayers and his dad.
And then what happens after that?
And then I would say Regina and Nelson.
Who are they?
The one with the pipes.
Great, the pipes.
The one from the first
James
one.
Denton.
And then the wedding. I didn't care about the wedding storyline at all. But I gotta tell you, the Ben Ayers and his dad did not have to go as hard as he did in this movie, and he did. He went hard, and you could feel it. You could feel that relationship, the butting of heads, the softening of Christmas time, and realizing that, you know what, I don't always have to put up walls just because I think that he's putting up walls. I can be the one to break down the walls. I can be the one to extend the olive branch, if you will. And I found that storyline to be absolutely wonderful. And you are right, Ben Ayers looked amazing. And so that storyline elevates this movie so much, because the other stuff I could take or leave. I didn't really care about it that much. And again, and I know this is a me thing, I just really have a hard time with this many people. I can't do it. And so I just really tend to gravitate towards one storyline, and then when the other ones are going on, I'm, looking up eBay stuff for Ryan or something. So yeah. So yes, is there one storyline in here that is better than any storyline that we've seen this season on Hallmark Plus? Yes, there absolutely is, and it happens to be in this movie. So congratulations, it did it. Dano?
Yeah, I think we're all gonna say the same thing. They're just gonna be nicer than I am. Listen, the guy that plays Ben Ayers' dad, his name is Serge. I'm gonna go with Howd. It could be.
His name is Serge?
Serge Howd. Houde. That guy and Ben Ayers, this is as good as I've ever seen Ben Ayers, ever. He's so good in this. And the scenes with he and Serge are amazing. The problem is that represents one half of one storyline in this movie. So, three big storylines. One half of one in 1960 is this Ben Ayers, Serge Howd storyline. And it is legitimately great. That represents 12 to 14 minutes of this movie. The rest of this movie's trash. It is bad. Bad. It's not as actively bad as the previous one, but I didn't care. The time capsule was so bad. The way they find the time capsule was so bad. Catherine Bell, James Denton are fine in this movie, but aside from that one storyline, it didn't work. So does that make it better than last week's? Yes. Does that make it better than 3 of the Unwrapping Christmases? Yes. I still think the Busby Jake Epstein unwrapping is better than this movie, because the thing that works in this movie is only around for like 12 to 14 minutes. And there are a lot of great feels to be had in those scenes, but a movie that does not make. And so for me, I echo everything you said about those two. I think they're wonderful. The rest of this movie was a slog, and I didn't want any part of it. But I will say this: nothing as bad as the middle storyline from the first movie, where the 2 sets of parents. Is that the middle storyline?
Oh dear,
I don't know.
Nothing as bad as that. So there you go.
I've already forgotten it, guys. It's been a long season. We got a lot of movies. Let's get to all the feels where we're talking about what this movie gave us feels. Ryan?
We'll probably all have the same answer, right? When Ben Ayers and Serge patch things up at the end. I mean, it's subtle, but it's effective. It's really nice. They're not hitting you over the head with it. It was beautiful. I loved it.
when I saw that Ben Ayers was going to be a fella in the 1960s, I immediately stood up and I said, "Okay, let's see what he does with it."
You did? I guess I wasn't
immediately?
Here. Yeah.
And what he did with it, was
Tony Shalhoub from Maisel.
Was glasses, mustache, yellow cardigan.
Come on.
I mean, are
you
you
kidding me right now?
you kidding me right
Oh my
now?
gosh.
Unbelievable. Crushed it. Amazing.
Yeah, I think, Ayers has had the opportunity to be like bigger cameos in some of these movies the last couple years where he gets to play a fun character for 5 or 10 minutes, and he's always the best in the game at it. And then this movie, I think it allowed him to wrinkle the page with like 30 minutes, 25 minutes of airtime. And I think it's as good as he's ever been. I think there's something about Ben Ayers as a lead where he has to be the Hallmark leading man. And so at some point, some of the eccentricities that Ayers brings to the table, I think kind of get left by the wayside because he looks amazing and he is going to end up being tall, dark, and handsome leading man on Hallmark. What he does here is as good as I've ever seen him. And that is not a slight. That's not backhanded. That's just accurate. And he and Serge are just crushing it. Even Serge without Ayers. I think there's some scenes. I mean, Serge, he's in 19...
Serge with the grandson's really good, too.
Serge is like pre-Greatest Generation. I mean, this guy like remembers World War I, okay? Like he grew up in a like you get an orange in your stocking territory. So like him being gruff and rude really works. I mean, he just leans into that, and I thought he was great.
Panda would call him a young whippersnapper.
He would. So. He'd call him a young whippersnapper.
That's nice. Shout out Panda.
That's right. Shout out, obviously. Yeah.
Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll get to the Way One, the What, the Hallmark here on
Deck the Hallmark.
Hi, welcome back, everybody. We're talking about Cherry Lane to Deuce. Let's get to the Wait What's, where we talk about what in this movie made us go, wait, what? Ryan?
All right, this might get a little wacky because I told these guys before we started my notes single spaced. So bear with me. Yeah. I do want to apologize to Aaron Shea up front because last week I said there's no way these can all take place at the same house. They all take place at the same house, which I think we also talked about this last week. Doesn't make any sense.
No,
I
none
mean,
at all.
Like my parents have lived in the same house for 30 plus years.
Right.
And we got people moving in and out of this one
it's the
at
magic
a rapid
of
rate.
7 Cherry Lane. I don't know what to tell you. It's the magic of it.
I don't know what to tell you either. Other than one of the more uncomfortable lines in the history of Hallmark. If my principal had looked like you, I wouldn't have minded being sent there as a kid more often.
You can't do that.
You can't do that for a variety of reasons. He had just met this woman.
Yeah.
It's just inappropriate on a lot of levels. I didn't like anything about it. Ben Ayers' dad, Serge, says that he has nightmares about this one display Santa. Now they never go close on this Santa, but as best I can tell, it's just any old Santa statue.
Yeah.
There didn't seem to be anything disconcerting about it. But who am I to judge this man's fears? A bunch of kids break into the school on Christmas Eve, and no one seems overly concerned about it. Like the illegal activity isn't even really a passing mention. They're worried that the pipes or something, that it's cold, but like they just committed a crime.
It's too cold.
It's cold.
There's no way you'd get a tent ordered, delivered, and set up like that on Christmas Eve. I digress.
No, of course not.
Lastly, Claire Crank. She thinks that if an establishment is named after someone, that 100% of the time that person's name should always be the current owner of the establishment, which is more insane than thinking that all of these folks have lived at 7 Cherry Lane over the decades. Brand, that thus concludes my single-spaced wait.
For single space, you crushed it,
man.
You
really
crushed
Thank you.
Yeah,
you crushed it.
Your kids will be proud.
Your kids are. They are proud. They told me. They reached out and they let me know that they were proud. Listen, I've talked about Ben Ayers and the hot take and in all the feels, and might as well keep it going with the way what. Why Ben Ayers got to do that to me like that? Like you know you're gonna show up and you're gonna do this thing and you get to be this character. He knew what he was doing. He showed up and he said, "I'm gonna go stash glass glasses, yellow cardigan.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give Bran fits. And it was
Is this a wait what?
Yeah. I'm working in everything.
This is the weirdest wait what of all time. You've already mentioned it twice.
You didn't have to go. You didn't have to do me like that.
This is top 10 signs Bran doesn't have anything.
We'll try this one on for size. Nelson at one point says, you can't, you ready for this? you can't roast marshmallows inside on with the fireplace. You got to take it outside and do it on the outside fireplace. Wrongo. I have some of my best memories at my grandma's is roasting marshmallows.
That's a legitimate wait what. That's a legitimate wait what.
Get out of here, Nelson.
Get out of here, Nelson.
With your little. Also, Nelson's over there with his. He always has a metal detector handy. Nelson's up to shady doings. I will say. And last
you hate Nelson.
Last but not least, I did write this down, and I want this to be said. And I'm not. You either get it or you don't get it. I wrote down, "You got a diver," and I don't know what I meant by it, and I don't know what it means. But I did want it said, you got a diver.
You do have a diver.
You got a diver.
I also wrote down one. This is what happens when we don't record right after we watch. I wrote down, you and I, we need to talk. No, we need to talk to Beth. I don't know what that means.
Oh.
Aaron can explain it.
You got a diver?
No, I don't know that one. It's in the Julie Gonzalo storyline.
Yes.
Her sister is starting to get like cold feet. And Julie walks into her ex-boyfriend / pastor and is like, we have to talk. Pause. And so he's like, about us, yeah, we should talk. And she's like, oh no, we have to talk to Beth.
Oh,
and it's like a really weird pause where he's like, yeah, about us, sure. And she was like, no. Like, because you made the comment when you were watching it, you were like, you would walk in and just say, we need to talk to Beth.
We need to talk about Beth. That's right. We don't need to talk. Yeah, because there's a lot of baggage there.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno or Beth.
You got a diver. You got a diver in that scenario.
The idea that they are planning this entire wedding, Ryan alluded to it, the planning this entire wedding on Christmas Eve and then holding it on Christmas Eve is bananas. All of it is just insane. You would 100% tell your sister if her ex-boyfriend was the pastor. Like you would mention it, right? You'd be like, hey, you're not surprised the dude you were in love with in high school, he'll be here. And it's a big part of the day. I love they find out that the business that is supposed to have everything is closed, like the cake and everything. And we know that it's closed because they're there on Christmas Eve. Someone is with a cell phone. And behind us, we see out of business or closed signs from 3 different companies. So 3 different groups of people put an out of business sign on that door for some reason. In case you weren't sure, they're out of business. And we know that in yellow. We know that in all caps. We know that in different fonts. They're closed and out of business. Don't ask.
Well, it was a one-stop shop for a lot of things, but maybe it was different entities.
That's right.
You know, different LLCs. And so they need a sign for everyone.
Maybe the sign over the door handles that you can't open it would have been enough.
Yeah, it's not a store. It's a venue.
A venue. Excuse me.
So they had everything dropped off there.
Yeah, of course.
You got a diver.
They're going to get married at the sister's house, and they say, we're going to paint the room. And she goes, paint the room. And they said, we'll take it to a vote. Heck no, you're not taking it to a vote. It's my house. Were you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Can you imagine?
They didn't say they're going to paint it.
They did. They said they're going to paint a room inside.
No, they're going to paint the house.
The house.
Because the backdrop of the photos was off.
And then she says, no. And they're like, we'll take it to a vote. No, you're not taking it to a vote. Can you imagine if all you guys came to my house? You're like, what if we did this? And I'm like, no. And you're like, we'll take it to a vote.
You can take it to a vote when you take over my mortgage.
That's exactly right. Take it to a vote. Get out of here. Vote of one.
This isn't trading spaces.
This is
Get
ridiculous.
out of here, TLC. Am I right?
Nailed it. It's really good.
If you're on Philo, Brand just pointed at the Learning Channel.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, he did.
Which you can find on Philo. Some great deep dives have been done
Deep
via
dives
the
have been
TLC.
done. You're right.
So,
I'm sure James Denton is a wonderful human being, but he went into Catherine Bell's. He leaves, comes back with a metal detector, and starts digging holes in her backyard. You can't. He didn't ask. He wasn't like, "Hey, can I take my metal detector out back and have some fun?" He didn't do that. He didn't say that. She just sees him outside. There's crimes being committed.
Well, what you don't know is he also
he's Shia LaBeouf in his prime.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
in his prime.
Yeah.
He also painted the outside of the house.
That's
too,
right.
So it was
Yeah, he took it to a vote. He voted. The other vote was in absentia,
Anybody
and so
else?
he went with it. That's all I got, Brad.
It's time for what the Hallmark is for. We wonder what could have been. Maybe have us to clear any questions we still have. Right, guy?
Yeah, what would we put in the 2024 Deck the Hallmark time capsule? Brian's pool cue for sure.
Yeah,
Brian's pool cue for sure.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I might put Ride's horse on there.
Yeah,
The Ride horse.
I like that.
Because Ride's not coming back.
Some of this goldfish mix over
Was
here.
that this year? Was Ride this year?
Ride was this year.
Are you serious?
No.
It was this year.
No, it's not.
We had an in memoriam at the Deckies last year.
Which was in January.
And they announced it was
so it would have
canceled.
been 2023.
It's 2023.
Oh, 2023.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
my
right.
It was
bad.
after season 1 of Way Home.
I
That's
know
right,
that
that's right,
because
that's
of the
right.
sets.
No, you're right, you're right,
We
you're
were
right.
still in the chairs, and this has been
You're
here
right,
since October of 23.
You said it. No, you're right. You're right. No, that would be bad. What else would be in our time capsule, Brian?
I mean, our books probably.
Our
When's it
books
going to
would
be?
there.
Christmas again.
I'll be on for Christmas movies. Still
the
time
Christmas
to order
card
those.
game.
I would say right now, Christmas movie magic.
Yeah,
for sure.
Maybe a can of Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar.
That
Zero
cool
Sugar.
hat and pipe I wore during the marathon when I got to be detective briefly.
That was a wild time.
What a wild time that
Maybe
was.
this TV because we're due for a new one.
How big do you think this galvanized steel time capsule is going to be?
At least as big as the TV.
I mean,
you're
you
due
got
for
it.
a new
You
one.
got a
Probably
diver.
Tyler Shaw.
Tyler Shaw
Shaw.
vinyl for
We have
sure.
some vinyls to spare. So
A BetterHelp,
Yeah.
a BetterHelp subscription, a
Oh
Built
my
MasterCard, Skylight frames, some
Imagine
Joni
getting the time
pads.
capsule.
Cozy
You
Earth
get the time
blanket.
capsule out, and you have a version of Silent Night that you can dance to. Oh, my
that'd be great.
Lanta.
That'd be great. My What the Hallmark's been airs, Benji. If you're listening, why'd you gotta do me like that? And can I ask you this quick question? That yellow cardigan that you were wearing all movie, where'd you get it? Do you still have it?
You
And
didn't
can
watch this movie.
And can you?
You literally didn't watch
And
the
can
movie.
you send it to your boy Brand, because you got a diver and you gotta give me that cardigan
got a
if
diver.
you still have it. If you still have it, that's all I'm saying.
You got a diver. Mine is, I think they mentioned this before, and they might mention it again. I don't know about the third one yet, obviously. But they mentioned the Cherry Lane Mall. And how big is this street? Because Cherry Lane isn't a neighborhood, it's a road. Cherry Lane.
It's Cherry Lane.
And it turns out there is a full suburban neighborhood on this road and a mall. So that's quite a road.
Well,
And
listen, maybe
I'd
it's
love to see a
maybe
map.
It's a road and a city. It could be.
Cherry Lane Road. Wouldn't that be confusing if we were on Greenville Way? There are Greenville streets in our neighborhood. That would be confusing. But Cherry Lane Road, Cherry Lane Mall, to me is either confusing or this road is like Woodruff Road with a suburban like neighborhood in it, which is my nightmare actually. So there's that.
Well,
that's all I got.
We did it, right? Congratulations, Ryan. You can get back to
34
your
whole minutes, and that was with Bran bringing up Ben Ayers' cardigan in every segment,
That's
plus
exactly
the
right.
synopsis.
I also feel like we did 11 minutes of pre-show chatter. So
There
we
was
crushed.
nothing.
Yeah.
This was such a nothing. I wrote in my notes and never said it. Roger Ebert had a very famous quote about a movie I love, The Usual Suspects. To the extent that I understand, I do not care. And that is me for this movie. Aside from the Ben Ayers father storyline. Serge Howard getting a shout out.
Surge.
Love
that guy.
Well, here's the thing, everybody. We're gonna be back next week, right? We're gonna right before we close out the year, we're gonna have Ryan back, and he's gonna give us his rundown on what he's gonna do for New Year's Eve. So you can look forward to that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be big, a big rundown. So you can look forward to
Longer or
that.
shorter than 34 minutes?
Let's find out. We'll be back then for that, and we'll be back tomorrow with another one. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Oh,
that was fun.
man. Only one left to go, huh?
Only one left to go,
Supersized
Dan.
DTH episode. We've never done this. This is history.
This is
right
history
now.
in the
making history.
That's
right
exactly right. You heard us talk about season's greetings. You heard us talk about happy holidays.
What could be last?
Next? But deck the halls on
the
Cherry
halls.
Lane.
Okay.
Deck the halls from Cherry Lane. You missed it last year. You saw it this year. We're sharing our thoughts. It's happening right now. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark Plus movies, Christmas ones.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I like Ben Ayer's yellow cardigan.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark movies plus Christmas ones. And this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Well, hello, everybody. Did you miss us?
Boy.
You know what? You take a few days off. You get some emails that people are sad that you're not there.
So
and
we're back and better than ever.
And we're back and better than ever.
How was your Christmas ride, guys?
Ryan, how was it?
It was great. How about y'all? I mean, there was.
I need more details than
Yeah,
it was great. Give me the
For
rundown.
a guy that loves Christmas,
what time did you wake up?
Flew past that really
it was
quickly.
approximately woke up around 6 a.m. probably.
Ooh,
Yeah,
6
right around
probably.
that. I didn't write it down. I didn't.
Do you?
I
Let me ask you
it was a
this.
few
It's you
days
and
ago.
Lissa, just you and Lissa in the house there on Christmas morning.
Well, and the
You're-
kids.
You're still waking up early?
Well, we do double duty, so we had to get to my parents in the morning, then we had to get back, and then we went up.
Yeah,
past
of
tense,
course, yeah,
to
past, of
Alyssa's
course.
parents' place, which is about an hour, 10-minute drive.
I got
So
you.
you're still there's a lot to pack in if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It was a good one, though.
Oh, it was great. Watch the Grinch 2000 at the end of the night. Yep.
Now, let me
funny
ask
story.
you this.
Alyssa and
Go
I
ahead.
met because of the Grinch 2000.
In case you missed our episode from right before Christmas, that was a singeing 12 minutes long. you may not know that Ryan and Lissa met through Jim Carrey's The Grinch. So
Now-
something good did come out of that movie.
Now, let me ask you this, right? You had your 100 days of Christmas movies, and it was full,
yeah, and we all understood it.
it was clear as crystal. Do you have some transitional movies that you've been watching
I've
over the
been
last
thinking
few
a lot
days?
about that, Fran.
You
Yeah.
have? Okay, so tell me what you did, because it's happened. Yep.
Well, we're still in the midst,
Sure.
right? I mean, so yeah, but I actually, you three, Aaron included, will really appreciate this. I think Johnny Tsunami might be a really good transitional
Snowboarding.
from
That's a
Christmas.
good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
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 So you watched that over the last couple days at some point?
Already,
Yeah.
Johnny Capahala already
Yeah.
watched it. Yeah,
Love
There
that.
you have it.
yeah. I've toyed around with, haven't watched this one yet here on the 29th as we speak. The
It's the
animated
30th,
film
yes.
It's the 30th.
Anastasia, the 30th might be a good one. Bran, are you familiar with Anastasia?
I'm not really familiar with Anastasia.
Oh, well, I've seen it once. It's delightful. It takes place, there's a lot of snow, so that might be good, you know?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good stuff here.
And that's as far as I've gotten here.
Well, I typically I watch The Holiday over the
With Cameron
Boo.
Diaz, she's making a comeback.
I watch
sucks.
While You Were Sleeping
Give me
as
Jim
a transitional
Carrey's
movie.
Grinch over the holiday.
I watch While You Were Sleeping as a transitional movie.
While You Were Sleeping is a good choice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did I watch? Anastasia. No, I didn't watch
Anastasia, you're
Anastasia.
familiar, right?
Yeah, I'm not.
Ryan, are you familiar with
familiar?
Anastasia?
Dan, how do you transition out of
The
Christmas?
same way I do every year, Bran. I'm not 8 years old. It doesn't take any work.
Bran, are you feeling like, are you, now we're here at the 30th, are you a little more upbeat? I'm still in the doldrums, if
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
Guys, the week after Christmas is the best freaking week of the year.
Speak for yourself, Daniel.
It is. No one's doing anything. It's a little cold outside. You got more time to spend with family and friends. You rest, you recuperate, your brain relaxes, you get ready for a new year. It's literally my favorite week of the year, and you guys are talking about it like it's just the doldrums over here. Give me the week from the 24th to the 31st over the week of the 17th to
We're
the
not
24th.
talking about the 24th or the 25th. We're not talking about that.
Okay.
Talking about the
Well,
26th.
Christmas to New Year's is my favorite. All right, you can have the 24th. I would take Christmas, the 25th to the 1st, over the 17th to the 24th.
What if you take
get
out Christmas Day?
But
You can have the 26th.
But you get Christmas Eve night, which I like more than Christmas Day. Give me.
I'm just saying, you were talking about the week after Christmas.
Well,
is your favorite.
I do think Christmas. It's my favorite week of the year because Christmas falls on it, but I like that week because it's restful. I'm not rushing around. There's no parties. There's no family get-togethers. I'm just hanging out. It's my favorite week of the year, guys.
We all can agree,
Turn
Bran, I
it
think you're
around.
with me. that the December 26th through September 15th, probably the roughest stretch.
It's
right?
a tough stretch. Yeah.
If you want to tell me like January 5th is a tough day for you, fine.
That's
fine.
closer to my birthday, so it starts to pick back up.
I'm just saying, I live.
What do you
for the
watch
week
before
after
your birthday,
Christmas.
Bran? What do
I
you
don't
watch?
actually have
Like,
any
And you
birthday
familiar with
specific.
Anastasia?
Yeah. I've thought about giving Anastasia a shot. Maybe Johnny Tsunami,
Yeah.
Brink.
oh, the greatest movie of all time?
Greatest movie of all time.
You guys are killing me.
Brink. Descendants coming back
Yeah, it is.
in the new year. We're looking
And
forward
maybe
to that.
even the diss list coming your way to
Maybe
podcatchers.
even-
In
Oh, I need another
2025.
diss list. I need another
I'm
go
gonna
of
send you
things.
the spreadsheet and you can choose one.
Diss
But
list.
The
Lord
goal-
help me, you
the
can't choose
goal-
another movie one.
The goal that we set out for the diss list, we crushed it this holiday season.
Yeah, we did.
We crushed it.
We definitely recorded 4 or 5 of those to get ahead.
Yeah, we got ahead of it.
There's no way we
get
didn't
it. We
do
didn't.
that.
Yeah, we did. Shall we talk about what's this one? Deck the Hall. I wrote Deck the Hallmark. Deck the Halls on Cherry Lane.
Yeah, let's do it.
December 19th, 2024 is when it premiered on Hallmark Plus, and it went a little something like this. It's 1981, and John and Lizzie are just a happy couple dancing to Christmas songs. John is hammering chairs. Lizzie is just lying, but we don't really know about what. Their daughter, Ivy, comes down the stairs. She's gotten so big since the first one, where she was born.
Ivy.
And she's excited about Christmas, but also her birthday. Now it's 2000, and Rebecca has just moved into the neighborhood. She's greeted by Daisy, who awkwardly stands there until she gets an invite to come in. It's my worst nightmare. Daisy tells her that she was smart to shovel that front porch. It gets icy, and Rebecca's like, I didn't do it. Daisy says, well, that explains this here card. And she hands it to her. It's blank. And she's like, yeah, someone's been going around doing good deeds all holiday season long and leaving blank cards around. Gotta be honest, at this point, I was like, oh, it's Daisy.
Yeah.
Daisy's doing it and acting like she doesn't
Can
want
you
credit
believe
for
the
it.
kindness of this
Yeah.
anonymous person
It's
over here?
insane. Suddenly, her friend Matt shows up. They're just friends. Oh, you sickos. Back in 1966, smart guy David likes Christmas, but it pales in comparison to his neighbor Stephanie. She really does it up big for Christmas, and she gets good news via a phone call on the telephone. Her house is going to be featured on TV. The Tommy Sanders Christmas Eve
Even Saunders, yeah.
The
Saunders.
Tommy Sanders would never.
Tommy Saunders Christmas Eve TV special is going to feature her house. But the only problem is her house is too small, and she put David's address on the application. And so what is she to do? She goes over and she's like, hey, David, it's me, and I know you don't know me, but I would like to decorate your house more for Christmas because Tommy Saunders is coming. So that's tough. And he's like, I don't want to do that. But then he realizes that the woman who's in charge of the grant that he's trying to get for the project that he's working on loves Tommy Saunders.
Big Tommy Saunders head.
Hands are tied. Rebecca and Matt's mission in this movie is to find out who's doing the random acts of kindness on Christmas Eve. Turns out, it's a kid. Back in 1981, it becomes clear that John has been offered a big job that would take them from the state they live in to Michigan. And John is very concerned about leaving their home and what his wife will think about that. Speaking of which, she has her own secret. She is pregnant, and she hasn't told John. The word finally comes out, though, that she is pregnant, and he decides not to tell her about the job because he's not going to take it. It's just easier if we just don't do this because we have this great support system here. It's going to be wonderful. It's time for the Tommy Saunders show, everybody. And he shows up, they do the show, and he makes them kiss on air, which they both really like, but it isn't something David was planning on doing. You see, he always thought that the first kiss with the person in the wouldn't be on TV. So she ends up going back on TV in the next segment and telling the truth. We're not together. So then after everybody leaves, they end up kissing some more. So that's good. So I guess it's all going to work out for them. Lizzie finds out about the job and tells John that they have to take it. It's too good of an opportunity to pass up. So they're gonna leave Cherry Lane. The house is gonna be up for sale, which hasn't happened in a long time.
What is it, 81? They
Just
moved
a
in
few
in
weeks.
73.
Just a few weeks.
I thought Aaron told me they stayed in the house till 98. Did you say? Go ahead. Keep
It
going.
doesn't. Whatever.
It doesn't.
Anyway, the
John
movie
Brotherton.
The movie ends with John and Lizzie's daughter showing up in the year 2000 to pull out her favorite record that she hid underneath the stairs. That record, a Tommy Saunders record. This reminds Rebecca, who is Tommy Saunders' daughter, of all the good times that she and Matt had together as they were kids. So she rushes out to make sure that they remember those good times and to seal it with a kiss. And that, my friends, was Deck the
Hallmark.
Cherry Lane.
Yes.
We did
You nailed
it.
Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll get to the hot take and all the feels here on Deck the Hall.
Deck the Hall on Cherry Lane.
Cherry Lane.
Yeah, no, I was wrong.
So Anastasia, I believe, is a princess.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. John Cusack lends his voice, I do
Oh,
believe.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
Not to Anastasia. Yeah.
Well,
Dimitri.
Dimitri is the character's name. Yep. Let's get to the hot take. It's where we share our thoughts on this movie, the third and final Cherry Lane movie, and the final Hallmark Plus movie of the year. Ryan, what'd you think?
Already?
Just a quick aside. This is the first Erin Cahill vehicle I've covered for the podcast. She's arguably
really?
the greatest. She's arguably the greatest Pink Ranger of all time. So just wanted to show the proper respect up front. Thank you, Aaron.
We'll pass along.
and Aaron
respect.
Shea, quite honestly. Yeah. I've heard it both ways. This instantly felt like a much more fleshed out product. I think the performances overall in this one were the strongest. So like last week, we really liked what Ben Ayers and Serge were doing. But I feel like the performances overall in this one were the finest of the three. Really have to say that I thought Brooke Dorsey, I haven't seen every single Brooke Dorsey performance, but out of the ones I've seen, which is quite a few, this is by far my favorite. I feel like even by Hallmark standards, Earthquake, I feel like even by Hallmark standards, she usually gets typecasted as like Miss Christmas, like a very, very upbeat, optimistic person. And I thought she had a little bit of edge here. I quite liked it. I was very, very, very engaged anytime she was on screen. However, even though the performances were better, I didn't really care about everything else that was occurring. No offense to Erin Cahill. And so, like, ultimately, this was fine. It was better than the first one. And I would say the biggest thing with all three of these films is that they all would have worked better as plays. So it's a bummer that they're all movies.
Wow. There you go.
You want to see a stage production of that first Cherry Lane on Hallmark Plus.
I just told you how I thought they would work better,
That is
Dan. I didn't tell you what I'm looking to
straight
see
from the depths of hell.
in 2025. Yeah.
In the words of my favorite principal from the Candace Cameron classic Switch for Christmas, that went well.
Okay.
Didn't mind it. Didn't mind it overall. I thought this one was sweet. And I got to be honest, Tommy Saunders, scene stealer. Not only did he make me giggle, he also sang a wonderful song, which is a real song. I Shazammed it. Let me see if I still have that Shazam up. Shazam. I'll find it.
Yeah.
But it's here it is. It's by Matt. It's by the actor.
Maybe
His name,
look another time.
his name is Matt Dusk, and the song is Christmas Once Again. And I thought
That's
was real sweet. Shout out to Matt Dusk. Shout out to the guy's buddy who becomes the cousin who decides because the TV people are coming, he's going to have a British accent. Made me laugh. And so once again, I do have my favorites and least favorite storylines in the movies. And that just kind of is the way things go with these ones. But I'm going, let's see here. The 1966 storyline with Tommy Saunders, and then the 1981 storyline with John and Lizzie, and then the storyline 2000
that was
classic.
Ryan's favorite.
What
Yes.
do you disagree with that?
No, Ryan
With-
said
I
the
thought Brooke
Dorsey
Dorsey was great here.
The best.
Yeah.
I
one.
think Brooke Dorsey
Yeah.
was wonderful as well, but I just didn't care as much about that storyline.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Listen, I'm not here to change your mind.
I will say of also the tying it all together with a bow at the end, which they do in these movies. I felt like this one was the most like surprising. I didn't see it coming. I didn't. Yeah. Overall, this one worked as well as these ones can, and it was my favorite of the three. Dano?
Yeah. Don't cue up the music, Bran. Seriously, don't. This is borderline a passable movie. Oh, what was that?
Is this the song?
No.
It's the dance list with Brandon Dan. It's the dance list with Brandon Dan. It's the dance list with Brandon Dan. It's the dance list with Brandon Dan.
Oh man, we got to do that show.
Sorry.
Somebody come up with a graphic for this list. Best graphic we'll use for the pod.
Wow.
Weekly pod.
How about
Best
that?
one. Come up with it. We'll use it. We'll shout you out. I just need some sort of motivation because I want to do the show so badly. We got to actually do it. This is borderline a good movie, guys.
Wow.
This is so. First of all, the performances across the board are good to excellent, which hasn't happened yet in one of these movies. Second of all, in the first one of these that the three of us covered, it was a disaster. All three storylines sucked. In the next one, there was half of one good storyline. This, in my opinion, has two really good storylines in 1966 and 1981. And then in 2000, you have a storyline that initially is boring AF, but then it comes together very nicely. Now, do they need a bow to wrap up all of these storylines together? Kind of crazy. Having said that, you know, Brooke Dorsey and Sam Page were in one of the Godwink movies, like Godwink 3, I'll See You in Hell or whatever. But those two together, Brian.
Oh man,
that was
funny.
I was doing fine. Brian Harold laughed in the other room. That threw me off. The end of that, I thought they did a really nice job with. But let's be honest here, gang. John Brotherton, dude, I don't know what to tell you. He needs to be in more movies. He can carry a movie. He's a great actor, and he crushed it. The 1966 storyline, I think, is excellent. I really enjoyed that on camera. The misunderstanding, the fake relationship trope.
And Chelsea Hobbs.
Yeah, and Benjamin Hollingsworth, and
who
then
was
the
new
guy
to you,
who
but
was
I've seen her
British
stuff before.
Yeah, it's new for me for Chelsea Hobbs for sure. I just
Love you, Chelsea.
what I would say is this: is please, my worry is that me saying nice things about this movie will make it sound like I want any more of them, and I just don't. But
mathematically, they can't do more.
Man, they could. You could figure it out.
I think they could do more, but they can't introduce any more favorites.
No.
You can't.
But
you can't introduce. You can't.
No.
Please
no.
don't.
There's just not. This one house can only take so much. All I know is this. They ended on the best one. Don't make any more. I felt like this movie had a visual panache about it that was very distinct. I felt like they were using some interesting camera shots. The way the way it was like set up and established it felt very different to me. In my opinion, the best Hallmark Plus movie of the holiday season by a mile, almost bordering on good. I can't believe they saved it for last. Oh, you know what else we saved for last?
Do you think number 2 is better than number 3?
You can't.
No. I said, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a professional basketball player. No, but when that was last week. We now live in the present day.
That's right.
Here on December 30th.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary to my
this
parents.
one,
December 30th.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. This one's better. This one's better.
Yeah.
So this is the best Hallmark Plus Christmas movie of all time.
Yeah, it's not even.
Well, last week's had a good run.
Yeah, it was a good run. 7 whole days.
Yeah.
But we're all picking Johnny Tsunami over to this, right?
I think Johnny Tsunami is better than any Christmas movie we've watched on Hallmark Plus. Yes.
Yeah, I would have Johnny Tsunami. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say better than any Christmas movie this year.
No.
Antema the Megaplex better than every Hallmark Plus Christmas movie?
Yes.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, give me
Luck of the
Phantom
Irish?
of the No, God no. Give me Phantom of the Megaplex.
This land is your land.
Sit down.
Sorry.
Phantom of the Megaplex, Johnny Tsunami, Motocrossed, and Cadet
Brink.
Kelly. No. Cadet Kelly, those 4.
What about Stankerson?
Not Stankerson. Those 4 are better than any of the Hallmark Plus Christmas movies that I've seen. Yes.
I'm good with that. I think we need to add Brink and a few others.
God, stop it.
What about Space Jam starring Looney Tunes?
Featuring the Looney Tunes, even.
Featuring them.
They star in the film as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
but
they are
also Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. That's my top 5. Mom's Got a Date, Family of the Megaplex, Cadet Kelly, Johnny Tsunami, Motocross. I would slide this one in ahead of Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, what a weird show this has become. Let's get to all the feels. We're thinking all the feels where we
already? You remember 34 minutes last week? What are we at 20 something right now?
We might get there. Go. You go ahead, Rye.
Ooh.
Brandon.
It must be rough to have a birthday so close to Christmas.
Yeah.
So shout out to anyone who has that as their reality. We're thinking about you.
We're thinking about
We're
you.
thinking thoughts and prayers to you. December 24th birthdays out there from Ryan Popola. You got a spoken word jam for him? Like, what in the world? They're still human beings. Get out of here.
We're thinking about you.
We're thinking about you. Good God, man.
Now,
shout out to those who have a birth a day away from the birth of Jesus. That's tough.
Can I
That's
ask you this
break.
one? My son's birthday was the 20th.
That's right.
You thinking about him? You thinking about him?
Oh man.
Grizz or Gavin?
Grizz.
The 20th, huh?
Yeah.
He had to
How
ask
do you two operate? Like, how do you distribute the gifts?
We partied on the 20th. That's what we did.
And then Christmas is separate.
Well, I guess Santa's bringing them on Christmas Day. So,
Good
Lord.
Lord.
You're providing gifts on the 20th.
You don't do that, right? You don't sign gifts to Santa at home.
Santa's real, so yes, I do.
Are you lying to the people on the podcast?
I don't do this thing where I talk about it on the air. No, I'm not doing that.
So you just said Santa's real, so yes, so you did talk about it on the air.
We have presents. How about this? We have presents that one could say come from Santa,
but you don't.
I don't.
Okay,
but one could. One could. Because they are in a sense.
Oh boy!
In the way in which, what are we? What are gifts?
Do you know how?
What are gifts?
Ryan want us to do it in the arms of an angel for those kids born on December 24th. That's how I think about you. I'm thinking about you right now. Man.
Yes.
You'd think we hadn't just had a week off. You know
I echo what Ryan says. Let's give it up for the 24th babies. Let's pour one up for those homies.
I would love to keep the bit going for this segment, but when this dude goes into a full British accent because he's nervous and he becomes a character, it's the funniest thing that's happened in all of these Cherry Lane movies. And I have to give it a shout out. The guy just decides, because he doesn't know what to do, that he's just going to be British. I thought was really funny. I thought the reaction to him doing that by Benjamin Hollingsworth was excellent. Really great scene.
Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll get to the
Wait,
the rest
what?
of it.
And the what the Hallmark.
We do the wait what typically next.
Here on Deck the Hallmark. Welcome back. We're talking about Cherry Lane. The
so
Trace.
Rasputin is like a wizard, right? And that's the thing that is that accurate?
Kind of.
Okay, sorry.
Wizard is not how I would describe
Okay.
it. But yeah, sure.
Okay, how
Is
would
this
you describe
Anastasia? Because I don't remember the plot.
him? You watched it earlier this week.
Yeah, how do you not?
No,
remember
I
it?
believe I said I need to watch it before New Year's Eve at
So
midnight. But no, it's
tomorrow-
still on the
Today
Is
list.
or
the
tomorrow?
Anastasia Day.
Yeah, tomorrow I believe the 31st.
God forbid-
That's what most people do on New Year's Eve afternoon, right?
Yeah.
God forbid you
Anastasia.
share a birthday with Anastasia Day and forget about it. You're lost.
Yeah.
Let's get
Peace
to
and peace.
the wait what. Is what we're talking about. What in this movie minutes go wait what? Ryan.
Yeah, winning a contest where you have to completely upend your Christmas Eve and bring a bunch of strangers into your home sounds
Day
terrible.
Day
Yeah.
off too.
The worst.
It's like the worst contest prize of all time. I don't. This was, I think, towards the middle of the film. She's reciting her essay from memory to sell it to the guy, so they can use his house. And she says that carols are a big part of Christmas. And then, this is not a joke. This is not a bit. She starts singing "God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen," which is a song I like, especially the Pentatonics version. But that's not a Christmas Eve carol song. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power. That's not what you're singing a few hours before Christmas.
You don't think that's a Christmas Eve song?
I think that's a Christmas carol. I disagree. I disagree for me. Maybe
I don't think it's a Christmas. It's not Joy to the World or Jingle Bells. It's not. You're doing that 6 hours before you go to bed.
Comfort and joy, Ryan. Tidings of comfort and joy.
I would argue God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, great Christmas Eve song. Joy to the World, great Christmas Day song.
Yeah. I just think I think I'm going to reject this. Wait, what? I think I'm going to use my turn back.
That's the turn back sound.
That's the sound you make when
the audience
turned it
loved
back.
it. The audience loved it. I hate that sound.
This job needs a verdict from a candidate on Christmas Eve.
There it is.
Hard, fast deadline.
Yeah,
you gotta have it. Gentlemen, let's go.
So, you just can't get that out of Hallmark Christmas movies. Like it's going to have an audition, a job offer, a meeting, something on Christmas Eve or Christmas, and this was pretty egregious. Yeah.
In the same movie where we're doing a live Christmas Eve show, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah, unrelated, but yeah. Tommy Sanders, depending on who you talk to, forcing them to kiss big ones on live TV was I didn't like it. I thought it was.
I mean, he also got like 7-year-old children to hold hands. I thought that was.
It was his kid though. So
okay, yeah.
Listen, the '60s were another time, man.
They were another time. Yes,
TV hosts were just kissing
they were
people.
quite literally another time.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
No one can argue with what you said there. The '60s were another time.
It was another time. So do with that whatever you want.
And shout out to all the boys and girls out there that have a birthday on Christmas Eve. I don't know how you're doing it. I don't know how you're making it through. But this next one's for you, Ryan. Take it away.
Well, yeah. So, to all those December 24th babies, Tommy Saunders.
Shout out.
I remember the stupid things, the mood rings, the bracelets, and the beads.
Tommy Sanders, depending on who you talk to, says he does these broadcasts from other people's homes every year on Christmas Eve to never forget what's real and the importance of family, when he could just not do a broadcast on Christmas Eve and spend time with his actual family uninterrupted, and probably would help him remember the importance of family a little bit better. And then last one for me, maybe the most important one of the entire film, of the entire saga, the Cherry Lane saga. Shout out to Surge. Where and how
Shout out.
Where and how is Brooke Dorsey watching the Tommy Saunders performance on her computer in the year 2000?
Yeah,
there's no DVD drives yet. There's barely even DVDs.
I thought of that. She had an Ethernet cord running to the middle of her living room, which is one of mine. It's neither here nor there, but there's no YouTube. There's nothing of the sort. I'm pretty sure laptops had a 2000.
They've had a VHS drive. DVDs barely exist.
Barely existed. But if your dad was Tommy Saunders. So I think you're right. I think it's a fair wait. What? I was giving her the benefit of the doubt that her dad was Tommy Saunders. And so she had some version of that song somewhere she could play. If it was anyone other than Tommy Saunders' daughter, I think it's impossible. But
I'm just glad you didn't use your second take back.
I'm saving it for next week. I'm saving it for tomorrow. Yeah. I didn't use it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll take my back.
Take it back, Brent.
Sorry.
Use the take back noise. There it is. Great. Got it.
Take back.
Here's some for you. The uncle shows up to bring presents for the girl whose birthday is on Christmas Eve, pour one out. And he decides that he is going to watch her open the presents while he stands by the front door wide open. He's like, once you finish opening it, I am making a run for it.
That's right.
And I understand
It's freezing,
that it's freezing outside. It's Cherry Lane. It's always cold over here. but I got to get out of here. And so I'm going to leave it open, quick escape, and you're good to go. You were bothered by the God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen bit. I was bothered by the fact that she just memorized the whole thing that she sent to Tommy Saunders.
Listen to this letter I sent to him.
And I have it right up yonder. It's really good. Some might argue that God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, not a Christmas Eve song, but that's neither here nor there. I got it memorized. Don't you worry. Your pretty little head. The kiss happens on the screen. He goes downstairs to mope with his little doodads and whatnot. She comes downstairs. They have a heart-to-heart, and he's like, listen, I don't want to be known as the guy who kissed somebody that he didn't know on Christmas Eve on TV. And I just don't think that you're going to be known for that.
No one's going to care by the next day.
Because one, yes, no one's going to care. But two, at this time, no one knew that you were lying about it to begin with. So if anything, they think that you're just the guy that kissed his wife on national TV.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought that was the biggest one to me. But I think for me, it was what he said right before that, which is, I'm trying to change the world with my invention. And instead, like if he invents something that changes the world, do you think people are going to go, Shamey kissed somebody on TV?
Our guy over here cures cancer.
That's right.
But no one's going to remember him for that.
No, because he happened
Remember
to
that kiss?
kiss a woman on television.
Remember the kiss on Tommy Saunders?
Oh my gosh.
He didn't kiss Tommy Saunders, although...
So weirdest line in the maybe all of those movies. Yeah.
And then I understand that that's Tommy Saunders' kid and kid's friend or whatever. The close up of these two children holding hands, sitting on one couch, made me uncomfortable. I don't know what to do with that. So there you go.
Yeah.
Dano?
We did mention it earlier, but I'll mention it again. 2000 is like at the ripe age of the computer room. So like I grew up in the 90s with the computer room. There was a room in your house with the computer. It was also my dad's study, classic computer room situation. I know that Brooke Dorsey lives by herself, but could there be a more inefficient place for your computer than middle of living room? Like middle of living room, and you have to have an Ethernet cord. Your cords strewn across the floor, like literally go to any room in that ginormous house. You live there by yourself. And put the computer room there with the back facing the wall so the cords can be up against the wall where they belong, not as a tripping hazard for anyone that might visit you during the holidays or elsewhere. I wrote down, in this movie, 1981 looks a lot like the year 2000. That's not how I remember it, and I'm also offended. It looks very similar. And I also wrote down, what is John Brotherton doing to that poor chair? In the first scene that we see John Brotherton, he is hammering on a chair like it's a piñata and there's candy inside of it. He's not trying to put one piece back together. He's hammering hard, flipping it, hammering hard. He's not hammering a nail. He's not trying to put one piece. It is just him hammering different parts of an old chair, and it didn't make any sense to me at all. I didn't understand what was happening there. I just kept wanting to stop.
How do we get this guy to not fix the stair? We could have him attack a chair, and then his wife be like, "You're not allowed to hammer anything again." That's the only thing I can think of.
There have been things that have popped loose that I've gotten a hammer out on one end of that are old, a chair included, at a kitchen table that I owned. But you're not doing that on every edge of the. Like he just keeps spinning it. Like what is he doing? Stop it, buddy. Like it's Christmas or close to it. Save some for those unfortunate souls that were born on December 24th. Brooke Dorsey's house is decorated to the nines in this movie. Garland, there's a pink theme. It's like green garland with like a pastel pink. Her Christmas tree is something out of a Balsam Hill catalog. It's perfect. Stem to stern, her house is decorated to the nines. And Sam Page comes in and is like, "You're always a Grinch this time of year." What? What? Who? Do you know? Do you mean like a Grinch post heart growing? Do you mean like a what do you
last 30 seconds of the film Grinch?
Yeah. No. If you call someone a Grinch, they can't have garland on their banister. That they can't be.
It was post heart growing.
Yeah, Grinch. It had to be. There's no way around it.
Post conversion.
Yeah.
Post Malone.
Post Malone. That's all I got.
It's time for What the Hallmark is, where we wonder what could have been, maybe helping us to clear any questions that we still have after watching this one. Ryan.
Yeah, this is a question for you two. Should we do the Way Home preview now, or are we trying to squeeze that in before January? It's a couple days from now.
That's a tough one.
Jacob's in present day.
Okay. How did last season end?
I don't remember.
Jacob is in
Aaron,
present day.
do you remember how last season ended?
Season.
You remember that
season?
You remember the season? And is he a wizard or is he not a wizard? Rasputin.
I looked it up. Rasputin is described as evil wizard when I looked him up, so I do feel better about that.
Well, I mean, the real life Rasputin was more of like a medical shaman type character.
I'm sure I looked up the cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah, medical shaman, evil wizard. We're splitting hairs here.
Yeah.
You don't remember?
Tomato.
I'm happy to discuss the Anastasia movie in length.
In detail.
If you will stop asking me how The Way Home is.
Okay.
I just hope the third season of The Way Home's better than the second season.
It's all about the seasons.
Is it a saison or saison?
It's
saison.
That's saison.
I love a nice saison.
What was the name
All
of
right,
that
well, we're all
guy
caught
on
up.
Scrubs?
Donald Faison.
Donald Saison.
Faison. Nope.
The janitor.
I think Jacob's in present day. Kyler Lee ended up.
I'm gonna have to watch the finale.
We can't go back to the witch times, right? Like they can't.
I think they can. Can we all agree we'll watch the finale before?
No,
I don't even watch Cherry Lane Zero. You think I'm gonna rewatch the finale of The Way Home?
Are you kidding me right now? What a dumb thing to say out loud.
I'll
That was almost
watch
as bad as the kids born on the 24th.
Do you want me to rewatch the finale and give you cliff notes?
I would like for
love
you
that.
to watch the finale and then record a previously on for me. That'd be
Would
great.
love that. Would love that.
I will do that while I rewatch all 4 Cherry Lanes and do a deep dive
murder
on the
board,
universe.
yes.
While Anastasia
Murder
plays
board-
on a loop.
Murder
When's the
board of
Anastasia
Cherry Lane
pod,
is
though?
coming.
Yeah, Anastasia pod.
Stop selling. I love Anastasia historically and the cartoon, so please don't. This is my soapbox. I'm going to get off it because we don't have time. We're already longer than last week's episode.
That's right. That's right. It's
That's a good
actually
thing.
the sequel to Fantasia, if you can believe it.
Stop it.
It's a
Shut
lot.
your
Of,
Fantasia 2000 is the sequel to Fantasia.
Well, it's the sequel to Fantasia 2000. It's called Anastasia. It's without Astasia.
My
Anti-Stasia.
Hey, you guys ever heard of Astasia? I don't want any part of that. I'm missing my Astasia. Y'all seen it? There's a lot of great things we could do here, and we're doing it. Yeah.
Mine is, will Hallmark Plus be around in the way in which it is around this time next year? Putting out new movies, being as crowded as it was this holiday season, or will it go back? Or will it go back to being little old Hallmark movies now, where you can watch some movies occasionally if you want to? I know they got some unscripted stuff that's launching still in the new year, and they've announced all that, and that's coming. But will we have another crop like this, a 4 movie series, or 3 movies? Like, how are they going to do that next year? That's my question. Dano?
Yeah. All I could think about while watching this movie, albeit it being the best one, was I just keep hearing in the Double Decker Facebook group, where you can join BrambleJamPlus.com.
It's the dance list with Brandon Dan. It's the dance list with Brandon Dan.
Sorry.
Take it back.
So I was thinking, all we do, like in the Double Decker Facebook group, it feels like every day I see another post about how great Holidays or Mistletoe Murders were. This morning, in fact, one Erin Shea came in, was thrilled to be here on December 30th. And she said to me that the last 5 minutes, minutes of a certain episode of Mistletoe Murders was the best thing she'd seen on TV all year long. And so what's in my head while I'm watching?
I know I really oversold it, and I'm sorry, but
It was a
good.
crazy thing to say.
It's a crazy thing to say, almost as crazy as Cheetah Girls Top 10, but we'll get there later.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's
I've already forgot. Is it in my top 10?
Yeah, 7.
We're gonna have to read
7.
Cheetah Girls 2 are really good, but neither here nor there.
Wow. All right.
Rasputin.
All I know is this: is we spend our time in our busy holiday watching 4 unwrapping movies and 3 Cherry Lane movies, and we could have been watching what is, by all accounts, higher quality television from Hallmark Plus. And I just regret our decision, but we've never not watched all the Hallmark movies. That's why we made it. I don't want to have to make that decision
Christmas
again
in July, we're going to be in there.
I think hopefully before
I
then.
swear, if you wait till
We're
July,
starting in January. We're starting with January.
I hate it. I hate it here.
Now, I just want to say this. And I want to put it out there. Next year, if they have this situation where it's movies versus show, we put it to a vote.
Or, I got an idea I'm going to tell you off air, and I just decided I'm not going to tell you that on air.
Wow. A tease to end the year?
How about that?
Teased it in the ear.
Well, we did it, everybody.
Anastasia
Congratulations to us. We did it. We're back tomorrow. We got one more. We're going to do a little Lifetime Uncorked tomorrow. Patrick's going to be here, talk about the Marcus Rosner Bristow joint, which is going to be a lot of fun. So come on back for that. Until then, may we be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.